The two major Chinese automotive companies are engaged in a fierce conflict, which is affecting the entire industry. On Thursday, May 25, Great Wall Motors publicly reported BYD, causing both companies' stock prices to plummet in the afternoon. On the morning of the 26th, the overall performance of automotive stocks was lackluster, and the stock prices of Great Wall Motors and BYD continued to experience a sharp decline. As a result, the combined market value of the two automotive companies evaporated by 66.4 billion Chinese yuan. According to reports from mainland Chinese media, following the exposure of the report, the stock prices of both Great Wall Motors and BYD experienced a significant drop. After fermenting overnight, the stock prices of both companies continued to decline on the 26th when the market opened. As of 10 a.m. on the 26th, Great Wall Motors A shares had fallen by 4.68%, while BYD's A shares had fallen by 3.88%. Based on the stock prices, since Great Wall Motors published the report statement on its official Weibo account at 10:40 a.m. on May 25, as of 10 a.m. on May 26, Great Wall Motors A shares had declined by 9.41%, while BYD's A shares had declined by 5.97%. From the perspective of the decline percentage, BYD has outperformed Great Wall Motors. However, due to the significant difference in market capitalization between the two, BYD's market value is much higher than that of Great Wall Motors. From a market value perspective, during this period, BYD's A share market value evaporated by 45.483 billion yuan, RMB, the same below, while Great Wall Motors A share market value evaporated by 20.885 billion yuan. The combined market value of the two automakers evaporated by 66.4 billion yuan. The war between the two major Chinese automakers has also affected other automotive stocks, with the automotive index falling nearly 2.8% on the morning of the 26th. Dongli Machinery, Dimeishi, Huawei Technology, and Jintuo shares all dropped by more than 5%, while Zhongtong Motors, Jianghuai Motors, Yashing Motors, and Ankai Motors experienced varying degrees of decline. One of the factors contributing to the continued volatility in the Chinese stock market is that on May 25, Great Wall Motors Company, Limited, referred to as Great Wall Motors, issued a statement stating that on April 11, they submitted a report to the Ministry of Ecology and Environment, the State Administration for Market Regulation, and the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, reporting on the issue of the two models, Qin Plus DMI and Song Plus DMI, under BYD Auto Company, Limited, which allegedly use atmospheric pressure fuel tanks and are suspected of not meeting the standard for vehicle evaporative pollutant emissions. In response to the report, BYD urgently issued a statement expressing strong opposition to any form of unfair competition and reserving the right to pursue legal action. BYD believes that the mentioned test report is invalid and emphasizes that their products and related tests comply with national standards. BYD stated that the testing vehicles were purchased, stored, and arranged for inspection by Great Wall Motors, and the China Automotive Technology and Research Center, Tianjin, conducted the relevant tests according to Great Wall's requirements. BYD believes that the test report is invalid, and Great Wall cannot use it as a basis. The basis of Great Wall Motors' report is the limits and measurement methods for pollutant emissions from light-duty vehicles, China's 6th stage, GB 18352.6, 2016, which was implemented on July 1, 2020. This mandatory standard imposes certain requirements on the evaporative emissions of volatile organic compounds from vehicles. According to industry experts cited by the media, they interpret that plug-in hybrid vehicles, due to their short engine running time during driving, have fewer opportunities for canister purging, resulting in inadequate and delayed purging of oil and gas from the canister, thus increasing the risk of oil and gas overflow from the canister's atmospheric vent. It is understood that a non-pressurized fuel tank is in contrast to a higher pressure pressurized fuel tank. Fuel in such conventional tanks has the potential to evaporate. The fuel is connected to a canister, where gaseous fuel is adsorbed. The gaseous fuel can then enter the combustion chamber to contribute to engine power after the engine starts, thereby regulating the tank pressure and reducing fuel waste. Currently, many plug-in hybrid vehicles use high-pressure fuel tanks. According to interpretations from industry insiders cited by the media, high-pressure fuel tanks can reduce evaporative emissions but come with higher costs. Furthermore, industry insiders suggest that inadequate sealing of the fuel tank could also contribute to evaporative pollutant emissions. In addition, situations such as insufficient fuel supply, thin air, or excessively high air concentration could result in incomplete fuel adsorption, affecting vehicle performance. Several industry analysts believe that it is uncommon for automotive manufacturers to report technical issues of their competitors. Great Wall Motors' report against BYD may indicate that they have conducted substantial research, as there is a significant risk in arbitrarily damaging the reputation of a competitor. In fact, this is not the first time that Great Wall Motors has specifically named other industry players. They previously called out manufacturers such as Geely and Changan for issues related to black PR and other matters, but this is the first time they have made a report concerning product-related concerns. Public records show that Great Wall Motors Company, Limited is the largest collectively owned automobile manufacturing company in China, with the participation of the Communist Party of China in its ownership structure. According to the recent financial report released by Great Wall Motors, the company experienced a 22.41% year-on-year decline in sales volume in the first quarter of this year. In the previous year, their sales decreased by 16.66% compared to the previous year. Currently, the company's market value has shrunk by over 300 billion yuan from its peak in 2021. Additionally, Chinese electric vehicle giant BYD Company Limited faced another reduction in its shares by Warren Buffett's investment company earlier this month, marking the 11th time they have reduced their holdings since August of last year. Intense rivalries among various industries in China are frequent. In recent years, there have been ongoing rivalries between various industries in China. Previously, there was a reported incident between GRI and O. On June 10, 2019, GRI Electric Appliances released a report titled Whistleblower Letter regarding the production and sale of non-compliant air conditioning products by O Air Conditioning Company, Limited. GRI Electric Appliances claimed that through testing conducted in their laboratory, there were significant discrepancies between the energy efficiency values promoted and labeled by O and the actual performance of certain models of their air conditioning products. GRI Electric Appliances stated that they had commissioned a third-party organization with professional qualifications to conduct testing and verification, and the results were consistent with GRI's findings, indicating that the energy efficiency ratio and cooling power consumption did not meet the standards. GRI Electric Appliances and O have previously accused each other of patent infringement, and both parties have engaged in undermining behaviors. Similar intense disputes can be observed in the internet industry, such as the conflict between Tencent and ByteDance. According to reports from Chinese media, Tencent, ByteDance, and their affiliated companies have been involved in thousands of legal disputes, with amounts involved reaching millions of yuan. The cases cover various issues, including unfair competition disputes, disputes related to reputation rights, trademark infringement, and disputes over the rights of disseminating works through online platforms. The outcomes of these cases have varied, with some plaintiffs withdrawing their lawsuits and courts partially supporting different parties. The conflicts between two other internet giants are filled with drama. Alibaba's subsidiary platform, L.me, filed a lawsuit against Three Squirrels, the operator of the Meituan Waimai platform, claiming that their cross-platform merchants had their promotional activities cancelled, delivery areas modified, and their stores unable to be searched through normal store names, effectively being forced to use exclusive services. Regenerate response. Send a message. Free research preview. Ch. JD.com initiated a public opinion war against Alibaba due to Alibaba's choose one out of two strategy during the Double 11 event. JD.com believed that this practice by Alibaba's subsidiary, Taobao, to some extent disrupted market balance and harmed JD.com's interests. After several years, this public opinion war escalated, and Alibaba was fined nearly 20 billion yuan by the authorities for the choose one out of two practice. In 2020, the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, launched an unprecedented anti-monopoly investigation targeting internet companies and frequently issued fines, warnings, and held meetings with Alibaba, Tencent, Meituan, and other internet companies. Since then, the scope of the CCP's official crackdown has continued to expand. Under strict government supervision and the impact of factors such as the zero-COVID policy, the Chinese economy has suffered a severe blow, and industries such as the internet have entered a harsh winter, with several major companies announcing large-scale layoffs.